welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Connie. This week we're going to be doing keto chicken nuggets. So when you get your traditional chicken nuggets, they're going to be coated with flour and probably sugar and heaven knows what. So what we're going to do is we're going to make up our own breading, and you can not only use this for chicken, but you could use it for pork chops, anything you want to bread. I even do my fried chicken with this particular breading that I'm going to show you today. So what I've done is I just got some regular chicken breast and I have chopped them up into like nugget size portions, so just small portions here. And then what we're going to do is mix up our coating, and it's really simple because it's Parmesan cheese, almond flour, and then I'm going to use some Cajun seasoning because my husband likes a little spicy, but you could use ranch seasoning, whatever kind of things that you want to season it with is fine. So you can make that your own. So basically, depending on how many you're going to do equal portions of your Parmesan cheese and your almond flour. So I'm just going to mix up 2 cups of it. So I'll do a cup of Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to just put mine in a Ziploc bag because it's easy to do like a shake and bake thing if you do it that way. And then we're going to use a cup of our almond flour. Blue Diamond, I get this one at Sam's Club, so it's pretty affordable because you can get the big bags, and I use a lot of almond flour, so I go through it. So I'm going to do a cup of almond flour, and then I'm going to put probably a tablespoon of this Flavor Gods. Remember our seasonings we like, they have a ranch one too, so if you wanted to do ranch, you could easily do that. So we're going to do a tablespoon of Cajun, so we can kind of make this a little bit spicy, but it's not going to be overwhelmingly spicy because of your ratios that you're using here. Put that in there, and then I just kind of fold that, and I'm going to just toss that to kind of get everything mixed together, so that way when we coat, we have evenly distributed with our cheese and our Cajun. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, which helps it to crisp up, is use a little olive oil. So I'm just gonna, what I do is just pour a little olive oil on my chicken to kind of give it to where that coating will stick a little bit better to it. And we dried our chicken too because it was, kind of soppy. So you're gonna get a lot better if you get that dried off. So we're gonna just start putting some of this in the bag. And then we'll shake it out. We're going to spread it out on this nice big pan so things are not touching each other. And Barb happens to have an air fryer mode on her oven, so we're going to do these with the air fryer, but you could do this with a regular oven too. I'm just thinking we might get a little bit crispier chicken. And like I said, with the bag, it's nice because then you can really make sure that your chicken gets coated well. We're just going to put that out on our baking dish here. The nice thing about this, you could make up a bunch of these, do some meal prepping, make up a bunch of them, and then just freeze them and then take them out as you need them too. So there's a lot of different ways you can work with this. Just remember that when you're working with chicken, you want to be careful so we're not cross-contaminating. So after I get done with this, I'm going to wash up real good so we're not going to get that all over everything. We don't need people getting sick from our cooking. Now, if you wanted to put a thicker coating on this, you could also dip them in a little egg before you coat them too. That's going to give you a little bit more of a coating on there. But this is pretty good the way this works. Make sure I get all my chicken out here. So you kind of see right here, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to put it in the air fryer. I'm going to start for 20 minutes and kind of see how that turns out. I'll let you know how long we cook it when we get finished, so that way you get a good idea. With the smaller portions here, you won't have to cook it a long time. And we've got our temperature set at 350 degrees. So we'll be back when these are done. All right, guys, we're back, and look at these beautiful chicken nuggets, and they are just going to be really scrumptious. And this is very keto friendly because we've used the almond flour, the Parmesan cheese, so we've not added carbs to this. We put that Cajun seasoning in there that doesn't have any sugar in it, that Flavor God seasonings. So this is going to be a really good thing. You can do a whole tray of them, freeze them, pop them back out later to heat them up and be ready. So it's a good way to meal prep. But here's something you can feed your kids, and I think they would probably like it too. So that's this week's episode with Cooking Connie. Remember to like, share, subscribe. We're getting those subscribers up there, and we want more of you to come see what we're cooking in the kitchen. And remember, make good choices.